To answer your question, the Reagan events was something that got clearly out of control and clearly to a point that I didn't want it to get. And I think in the whole situation, what everyone needed to learn from this experience was that one, I never intended to harm or make the Reagan family feel uncomfortable or pressure them, and certainly now I only wish the best for them and want them to um, feel as comforting as they can during the situation. I was merely poking fun at the situation as a whole and my anger and aggression towards Mr. Reagan. Um, I think a lot of the uproar rooted and originated from people that they wanted an excuse to be mad at Jeff Hollingsworth. Oh, okay, well, we don't like Jeff for certain things, and I know people don't like me for certain aspects of my morals and values, and they're very skewed compared to, say, average people, and I think that those morals and values and are questionable to people, and I think that's normal, and that's why I do it. I create controversy and things like this to make people question their morals, and I think the world needs kind of an evil example at times. I'm not saying that I'm the only thing that should be exemplified, but that's a fucking word. I don't know. But I think that it brings a balance out, because if you're being told something in a different perspective and you don't like it, that's certainly helping you not take for granted what's valuable and precious to you. Somebody may say something that I don't appreciate, or I don't like, or I'm against, but it makes me appreciate my morals and my values, and I don't take it for granted because I'm being provoked here, and that's an important thing to learn as you talk to people and communicate with people. And in this whole case, what bothered me the most about the whole ordeal was that people seem to forget about this guy who very possibly forcibly raped two children. That's they're going to be scarred for the rest of their life, and I think that people forgot about that. People uh, didn't want to think about that and didn't want to accept that, and I think that people just wanted to get angry at me for being an asshole on the internet, and I said some things and did some things that were inappropriate and were uncalled for and unnecessary. But in the whole scheme of things, to answer your question, I think that I'm the bad guy for being a dick on the internet, opposed to this guy who just raped two people. Now, who's the bigger influence here? I'd like to think me sometimes, but I'm going to go with Mr. Reagan. And I'm going to think he's caused more distress over the community rather than my fucking, antics. I think it's ridiculous how people react and behave to this kind of situation. And, it's just, the whole thing was meant to get a certain response from somebody. And the same reason why anybody does anything has a motive behind it, to get a response. Or, and my motive was to provoke people and make them think in a different perspective. And what they didn't realize is that they gave me exactly what I wanted. I wanted the attention. I wanted I wanted them to get mad at me, and they didn't realize at the time that that's what I wanted. They didn't understand that. They wanted to make me feel bad, when really they were just making me feel better about what I was doing, because I was merely doing a project to see how they would react to certain antics that I did. So I think that it's certainly interesting the way that everything turned out, and but now you can nail me on a few things. I did do some inappropriate things, and I went to a level that I didn't think that it would get there. But it's um, I only wish the best for the Reagan family now, and I hope that they have a steady recovery on their problems and the way they deal with their issues, and I only wish the best for them. I do, however, wish that Mr. Reagan gets put in jail for the rest of his life. That's one thing that I would like to see.